persistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why
it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets. The winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now here's Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes is going to run it on the option. And the ball is knocked out. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick on first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 41, Mahomes. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd.
You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Ball again on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Play action. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a 16 and a Jet first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Thanks to Frank Clark, that play was doomed from the start. What a job defensively.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're